Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you, babe?
I'm not feeling the best right now. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm all sorts of nasally congested, head cold, whatever. And Abe is actually feeling the same exact way.
But this time I'm all right.
No.
Poor guys. I'm sorry, man.
It is what it is. I mean, it's bound to happen. It seems to always happen. You know, anytime we're like, all right, we got a good plan. We're going to start big on this thing. One of us ends up getting sick.
Yeah.
Or something happens where it's like, man.
It's life. Roll with the punches, right? Roll with the punches.
Correct. Which is why I'm not going to let it hold me back.
But I'm also not going to let him go too crazy today either. I'm on his butt. I'm on Abe's butt. I'm like, chill out, guys. No. It's just the season changing, you know, hot to cold, hot to cold. Yep. I don't think Wyatt's feeling that great today either.
No. So I have a feeling it's just 'tis the season, you know. But we did get something yesterday.
Yeah.
We got actually two things yesterday.
Did you guys catch our Real Talk last night? I know it was a late post, but it was just a crazy day yesterday of coming and going. And Gary and I have been both, you know, burning it at both ends, so to speak. So anyhow, we got something that's right over there. And Gary got a package. Yes. And thank you for watching that Real Talk if you saw it. And if you missed it, go watch it because, yeah. We were on the road. It was fun.
So you might be seeing things behind me if you have a keen eye. But if not, here it is. That's the bracket I was waiting on. And of course, this was the last piece in the shipment online that I was getting. But yet the first piece I needed to keep everything going on that.
Isn't that always how it goes?
So yesterday, I mean, it made it nice to be able to go to town yesterday and be able to go get all the materials, and we were able to fill in and, you know, do the whole flow with the motion and take us where the wind goes and everything else. But we got a whole lot. We just came on over to the trailer and the truck. Look at this, you guys. Ooh, buddy.
This is a lot of wood, man.
Yes.
It's going to be so nice.
And, of course, we're working with treated lumber, so it's heavier than normal lumber. And not only that, but this lumber is super saturated.
It is.
We've already moved it around. I mean, we had to get everything loaded up and all that. Thankfully, you know, we were able to get a bundle and get things pushed in, but we had to unload these by hand because of just how everything was loading everything in. But there's 20 2x10x10s down there that we did not have to load by hand.
Yeah, they pushed it in with the forklift, thank God.
Nope. Actually 40. I don't know if I said 20. 40.
Well,
I'm not feeling good. You guys, that's 40 of those guys though. But
there was one of the boards that we got 20 of them.
No, we did get 20 that we had to load. A total of 60 of those.
Yeah.
But
That's
anyway.
what you meant. Yeah, that's what you meant. I'm not going to let him work too hard today, guys. See, he's already getting delirious. We're both a little bit loopy and delirious right now because it's just been such a crazy last few days. I mean, we've been hard at work physically, and when you work so hard physically, it starts taking it out of you.
Yes, it does.
But we still have the motivation. Gary originally yesterday, you know, and the day before that, we were talking about how the first day we get the work, we're going to do all of the posts going up, and then we're going to tie everything together and then start on, I don't know the technical words, but the boards that go that way. And so today, the new objective is we're scratching some of that. We're just going to try to get these exactly where they need to go. Gary can get his level and his string lines and all of his stuff and check them 100 times and make sure they're perfect.
Get them exactly where we want them.
Exactly where we want them. We're going to try to take some of those 6x6 posts out, chop them in half, and then plane the sides of them so that they'll fit inside the brackets because they're a little swollen right now because it's, again, treated wood and stuff. So just until we can mount the bracket to the concrete and then the bracket to the wood, get that going on all these areas. If we can get those standing straight up and in there, I honestly would call that a good day. Going above and beyond would be setting just the outline of the woods so they're all interconnected together. That would be like a fantastic, marvelous day. So we're lowering the bar a little bit on ourselves because we did want to initially do all of that plus the boards in the in-between, right?
Yep.
I know that that would be pushing it, and I just don't think that it's wise for us to like really, because we've been just really pushing so hard.
Go so much lately.
Yeah.
But it's taking its toll on our bodies, unfortunately.
But we still have that spark. Like, we're still all like bounce full of energy, but then when you start using that energy, you're like,
Like my body is burnt already. And I mean, not feeling well, it's burning that energy that I do have off pretty quick. So thankfully, the plan, like I said, what we've got going on today, it shouldn't be too much. It's literally, we're cutting 3 of those 6x6x8 posts, a little bit of plane in here and there, and mounting these metal brackets, putting the posts in the brackets with 1 screw. We're not even gonna screw it all the way with all of them. I want to just put one screw basically to hold it to the bracket, because if we do need to move it a little bit here and there, I don't want to have to sit here and unscrew it multiple times, you know?
Yeah. And then we got these too.
Yep. I bought these when we did the seals.
Oh, you got one.
On the house, actually. The seal plates.
We got some of this too.
Even though, you know, you don't technically really need this per se. It is very good to use. It's one of those things that is recommended, but it is not a requirement. All right, so it's one of those things. It's very touchy subject with that aspect.
If we can get it to come out of the can nicely and be able to use it, then we'll use it. But if we can't get it to come out of the can nicely, we're going to say nope, and we're just going to keep going ahead on it.
Correct. The way that these are wedge anchors, all right, or red heads, or whatever you want to end up calling them, right? And the way that these are activated is there is a sleeve on it. Now that sleeve actually gets pulled up and then actually wedges into the bottom of the bolt. That wedge grabs onto that hole that you created and binds it to the block. Okay, now that's how it locks itself to the block. Shear strength wise, you're going to break that bolt if it goes this way first before it will pull up with the same amount of pressure, I believe. So it's one of those things that you want to, it's more for an upward motion than shear strength motion.
Yeah, you don't want it going off like a kite. That's how Gary was explaining it to me.
Correct. It's only grade 5 bolts. All right, and a lot of people think that it's for the shear strength. It's not. It's for the uplift. All right, so just FYI, which is partly why it's like it is recommended to use the bond, you know, into it, but it's not a requirement, you know.
Yes.
Certain places and code wise, it is a requirement, but here we got no code, so it don't really matter.
You just look into, you kind of look into what the codes are, and then you follow them according to.
Correct.
Yeah, but you don't have to apply for any permitting or anything like that out here, which is nice.
Correct.
Yeah, no one's gonna come over here and say no.
Correct. Some code wise says that you don't have to. Some say that you do. Some say that you can't even use those, that you have to have them a J bolt coming up and actually pre-tied into the wire before you even set the concrete.
Yeah.
So it all depends on where you are. Definitely look into the codes and see what it is. Here, it's not a requirement. And not only that, we don't have any codes, so it don't matter.
And there's no code for that out here.
Correct. So we're well good enough with that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy. We've got a little bit to do today, but I really don't think it's going to be too crazy. My big hope and my big concern of the day, I would say, is that 6x6 going to fit there? Yeah. So we can chop it. I have a feeling we're going to have to lift the guard to be able to get it up there. Yeah, we're going to find out. If I have to give it a little bit of a pre-cut with my other saw first, just so I can get the blade in there, and hopefully it's not like a a crazy bind or anything else like that to where I can actually start it. That's the big thing. Because if this will do it, I mean, the surface wise it should, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know.
Otherwise, how would we do it with the hacksaw?
Well, so the other option is to use the circular saw, make a perfect line all the way around it and just guide it all the way around. You're not going to be able to cut through all the way with that guy, even with a regular 7 1/4.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not, yeah, exactly. It's not wide enough. So you'd do that, and then you'd come back with this guy and use the grooves of the saw blade as a guide, basically, for the actual sawzall. And then you would just go down and lop. There you go.
You're so smart, thinking outside the box if need be. You've already pre-thought the box and pre-thought your way out of it.
Well, I'm going to replace that with my new Diablo blade.
Yeah, this one I was using the other day for all those vines and stuff, and it was all... Yeah. It wasn't having it. It was just wonking.
Yeah, I didn't want to put in my new one and get it destroyed doing yard work, you know.
Yeah.
Leave the old crappy one that we've been using to tear down all the sheds and everything else for the community builds.
Yeah.
That actually came from David's because I broke my other one.
Oh, while we were out doing the, yeah. Yep. Thanks, David.
Thanks. That saved me. But yeah, so we're going to get to work today, though, and get this thing rolling. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys aren't feeling bad. And if so, rest is best.
Yes. Gary, take your own advice.
Do as I say, not as I do. All right.
We're going to get work done, but we are going to take it easy, guys. We do have a live to do tonight. Hopefully you guys can join us. It'll be at 7 at Simple Life Reclaimed. And we'll be able to tell you guys, give you guys like a little status update of how much we got done, or, you know, be able to see what's going on then. Yeah. So until the next one, friends, we love y'all and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.